My media product uses, develops and challenges the forms and conventions of a horror film I used horror codes and conventions by using flashbacks and used like a dark and dingy area, which horrors are usually set in dark places. My victim was a young female, which is a classic codes and convention, and we used a knife, which weapons are usually shown, and blood. And then we developed the codes and conventions of the horror by challenging them with the thriller genre by adding in tension building music, which is a general code and convention for thriller, and fragmented shots such as used in Leon, which we used as an influence, almost making it a subgenre. The kind of social groups we show in our film are class D to E. We show that young girls are usually very vulnerable and young males have violent tendencies, which is very stereotypical. Our gender shows that men overpower women and the victims tend to be female and the villains tend to be male. The type of media institute that might distribute my media product is DNA. I have chosen this media institute as they distribute many British horror films, some of which have qualities in common with mine, such as another low British film, 28 Days Later, low budget even. The audience for my media product would be from around 18 to the late 30s, so quite a young audience. I would say middle class, as the film is set as a middle class and the audience can relate more to what is happening. The gender would be mainly male, as most horrors are usually intended to appeal to the male audience. The ethnicity would be British, as the audience can then relate to what is happening with more understanding, social grade C to D. To attract and address my audience, I used a storyline based around young characters, so this is good to draw in a young audience. The storyline is original and quite modern, so this should appeal to. I have used music in the opening of the product. I think that the type I have used gives it a sense of eeriness and leaves the audience wanting to know more about the plot and what is going to happen. To attract an audience, if my product was going to be in the cinema, I would advertise my product well. I would do this by billboards, posters, TV trailers, social network insights such as MySpace and Facebook, and marketing on the side of buses. I would also use a catchy slogan to draw my audience in and make the display very interesting and eye-catching. This would be so that the audience won't miss the advertisements and will be intrigued to read the details of the dates. I have learnt to use a lot of equipment during the making of this product. I was already familiar with using a camcorder for filming from past experience of my own and making the preliminary task before this. I had never used Final Cut Pro before. I experimented with different sorts of video filters and transitions to see which worked best. There is a lot to learn on this program and I am quite comfortable using it now, as I would say I know the basics. I also used a different computer software called LiveType, which allowed me to play about with the credits and title of the product. I enjoyed editing my media product, as there are many things you can do and end up with completely different outcomes every time. Using a blog was new to me. I picked up how to use it quite quick, Using a blog was new to me. I picked up how to use it quite quick, such as how to put pictures on videos, etc. The blog helps me keep up to date with my work and stay organised. What I have learnt from the preliminary task to the full product is working as a group. You have to share the workload. Me and my partner both put an input to all aspects of the filming, editing and blogging. We used match on action in our product that we had learnt from doing our preliminary task. We broke our 180-degree rule using shot reverse shot. We did this because we wanted to disorientate our audience. We used frame shots, tilt, pans and point of view shots.